Hey everybody, how you doing? I am at camp. Sam and I just got here a few minutes ago. Just got stuff in. I just got the grill out. Trying to sweep up the place a little bit. I'm trying to build a wood rack today. Hopefully a small wood rack on this side of the door here. So it'll be close to the wood stove there, and try and get some wood in here. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. I probably have to split some too, and I brought a tree stand. I have that nice one that's here, but it's going to be a little bit too heavy and awkward for me, I think, to put up in a tree. I brought a lighter, smaller one that I used to have across the road, and we'll see how that goes. But I'll get you some more footage in a little bit. I found I had a little bit more of that stain left. Didn't have enough to do a deck, that's why I didn't use it. But so you can see how that is all fading and peeling off there. I just retouched up this side. It's looking better. I got to build an extension roof off of here so that water doesn't drip on. It's dripping right onto that, right onto this step right here, and it just keeping it soaked all the time. So I need to make an extension. Plus, in the wintertime, you have a big freaking pile of ice and snow right here. You can't get into the stairs because it all comes off the roof right up there and then drops right onto the stairs. So I like to get that extended out here a little bit further if I can, so I can get some help doing that sometime. That's something I'm not gonna be able to do on my own. It's too high up there and too awkward with these stairs and everything. We'll see, but this is the one rail. I'll work on the other one now and get that one all straightened out. All right, I want to put the wood rack, build a wood rack right here behind this door, out here. I still need help getting these things taken care of. It's just so heavy for me to move. I might try and mess with them today, but maybe they dried out enough, but I doubt it. They're very heavy hemlock. I need to trim out a corner bottom piece, and then I gotta cut the tops off once I've run the 6x6 across the top, and I want to lap join them in, so. That's a lot of work for one person, especially one paraplegic person. All right, I'm bringing my cut-off saw out here so I can start cutting up the pieces for that for the wood rack. And after I get that done, I'm probably gonna try and start splitting some wood. I got a lot of small stuff, but I do have some big stuff that needs to be split. I don't know if I can do it or not, but I'll try it anyway, and load up the wood rack for deer season. See how that goes. All right, I got some 40 inches. This is gonna be how high they're gonna be. Sammy's gonna walk in the way. These are 5 foot. I have 2 of those. That's how long it's gonna be. I have 3 18 inches. That's how wide it's gonna be. And I'll do some reinforcements once I get this basic stuff put together, and I'll show you what I've done. After that, I scrounged up some screws. I don't know if I have enough, so I might have to go back into town anyway because my phone is just about dead and I forgot to bring that battery charger. So, see what I can do. Show you what I got. It's gonna go over here. As high as that window. Alright, here's what I got so far. I wanted these inside. I didn't want them taking up any more space out here. I put them out like that. We're going to put a piece of wood in there and then another wood in here so they sandwich together to make them pretty sturdy. Then I'm going to be running some of this 1x6 all along the edge and then probably up both sides. Hopefully I got enough. I might have to go get some more screws though. But that's what I got so far. That'll fit in there nicely. And it's just up as high as that window, so that'll last a couple of days, I would think. We'll see how it goes. It's getting there anyway. These are 40 inches. These are 18, so that's 18 inches wide. These are 5 feet long. So we got, 3 inches on top of that, so it's 5 foot 3 inches altogether lengthwise with 40 inches. Now I got to cut a couple of 15s to go across here. And then a couple of 15s going across for through here, and then I have to make a smaller one to go through here afterwards. I'm not sure what that measurement is. I'll do the 15s first and put it in after. Okay, I got it, the frame all finished off. Got these in here, that reinforced, got that across, and I went all the way across the top. So get this is pretty rugged now, that ain't budging. So that'll be great. It'll hold some wood. Be a good rack here full of wood. Now I just gotta put the 1x6s going across. I'm gonna do that. And that'll be done. And I can start working on getting some wood in here. Okay, there's the finished product. Looks pretty good. Pretty sturdy. Should hold a good charge of wood for a couple of days probably. Now I gotta have the fun part of trying to go there and get the wood. We'll see how that goes. Corner's almost dead. Whew. Good morning, folks. I'm sore from doing all that stuff yesterday. I tried splitting some wood too yesterday with a splitting maul sitting on the ground, and that was not good for my wrists and my shoulders and everything else. So my girl Sammy laying in bed here. Let me show you what the wood rack finished out at. I got some wood brought in too, which it took a little bit of work to do that too. It was about, the pile was maybe a foot higher, but we burnt all that last night. First time using a wood stove. Let me show you the rack. All right, there's the wood rack. It's already being used. Works good. The stove kept us nice and warm last night. It was down to 39 last night, I believe it was. Which was no big deal. I've been in here with no heat, way colder than that pool. That is the finished wood rack anyway. Now I gotta do some projects outside, like possibly get up that tree stand, clean out a spot out there, and then I'll cross the way there, seeing about where I can put my elevated ground blind next year. Slowly but surely this pile is getting deleted. Took a lot of those 2x4s to make that, and a lot of those scrap 1x6 to go around the bottom and these sides, but we're getting there. All right, there's the rails. Got them all taken care of. Deck's been getting used, you can say. I gotta clean up this mess. All this stupid trees starting to try and grow along the side of the camp. I'm gonna rake down all these rocks and stuff over here, try and level this out a little bit better. Make it look better. That's my first project for today. Oh boy. I got that all finished. Probably did a little bit more than I should. I can feel it in my shoulders and my wrists already, so I need to get some ibuprofen in me soon. Hopefully information doesn't get too bad. Just get sidetracked and you see a little bit more you want to do and a little bit more you want to do. Get you in trouble. Let me show you what I got done anyway. Right there it is, right there. All done and level, taken care of. Got that stuff on the edge there for like a drip edge where the water comes down off the roof. So I'll see, hopefully that does all right. Now I'm gonna go in and get some water and some ibuprofen. Here's the area I want to make a trail and open up a space in there. Put the elevated ground blind possibly, but I think there's a big rock right there, so we're gonna have to see if it fits over here, if it's down here, but this looks like the easiest pathway to make a spot to get into. That's gonna be later on possibly. I don't know if we're gonna do it today or not. Still gotta go see if I can put that trail, that tree stand up behind the shooting lane first. This looks like a lot of work. Yep, everything's a lot of work right now. I gotta go back in and get some ibuprofen now. Got my Everest grill going. I got ramen noodles with some stewed tomatoes in there with some garlic pepper, all mixed up. I have an early lunch so I can get back out there, trying to get that tree stand up. how that goes. All right, side by sides here. I gotta get these two trees that are on the ground out of here. I'm gonna take this one down too. Show you the trail is going in that way, and it opens up in there, part of a clear cut in there. I had three different what are they called? Yeah, three different trees I wanted to choose from. I wanted one over here the most, but it's got so many branches right where the stand would go, I ain't gonna be able to get to them. So I'm gonna have to take one down here that's only got one set of branches that'll be in the way. It's gonna be cut and then it'll be fine. Just doesn't have the best observation area. The other one's higher up in the ground, so higher up on the hill, so it's a little bit better that way. But I did see a trail crossing there, and there's another trail crossing right here going that way to the old target range. And there's all kinds of scat right in there, so there must be some more out there too as well. We'll have to come out there and clean some of that clear cut out sometime, but I'd have to make a trail coming in here for the side-by-side, and as you can see, it's a lot of trees to drop. I may do it anyway. It's not a ton of trees to drop, just a few. And then you gotta watch out for all these rocks and stuff like that in this hole. So I'd have to take this birch out, go straight in through there somewhere. Anyway, got my girl with me. My sister and her boyfriend Greg are gonna come over and help me work on that hearth too, and get that 6x6s taken care of, hopefully. That'll be a big relief and final thing for that hearth. Can't wait. Try and get as much of this done as I can before they get here. All right, here's a side-by-side. The end of my shooting range. Send me over here. I got a little bit of firewood cut up. Birch made a trailway coming through here. There's one hemlock in there. The one I put the stand-ons out there. Another one's over there. I'd like to put it out there, but there's just way too many branches on the tree. So I'm gonna have to just do with what I'll get over here. But I made a nice trail. Might be able to drive the side-by-side in here sometime. I like to make a trail coming up through that clear cut area and go up to my what is it called, my old site that I wanted to put a trapper's cabin on. You can see that hill from over here. So this is just a messed up debris clear cut that needs to be cleaned up, but I'll take care of that probably in the spring. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how ambitious I get during deer season or after deer season. Gets cold after deer season now. I've got the wood stove now, and that's running, so that helps a lot when I want to come out here to work. Alrighty, got a little bit of wood. I'm gonna try and start dragging that stand, the ladders and stuff, and have to do it all by sitting on the ground, I think. Might be able to carry the ladders with the crutches, ladder at a time probably, but that other thing, the seat, I'm gonna have to drag on the ground with me sitting on the ground. So that'll be that. Do what I can do. Morning, folks. How you doing? Sorry I wasn't able to get to do a lot of video on yesterday, but my sister and her boyfriend come over to help me do some stuff. I'm getting my oatmeal going right now. They helped me do some stuff yesterday. Helped me get a tree stand up way out back, and also helped me work on the hearth frame around the hearth, getting most of that all taken care of. Just got to drill a few more holes for it into the wall. And I'll show you that after I get my oatmeal all taken care of, and see what I got in store for today. All right, got the wood stove going. Let's get that going. Here is what we got started yesterday. Just about finished, actually. The beams going all the way around the top and around there. Big 6x6 beams. See, we got one hole drilled and put in there. I want to mark another one here somewhere and another one here somewhere for both sides. So that's what I'm doing right now. The wood rack I built is loaded with wood, thanks to my sister and her boyfriend. Helped me finish it, top it off with wood. And they may be back today, I'm not sure. We got a lot done. My sister helped clean up make some more room and help me get some of this trash organized, and slowly but surely it's coming. That's looking awesome though. I am happy about that. Looks great. I commenced the measuring over here. All right, this is what it looks like from back here. 6x6 look good. The old rough cut stuff. Stove is going good. Well, off to the next project for now. I got that all marked for 2 foot from the top and 2 foot from the bottom for those extra holes. And might do some raking outside. Whew. Hey folks, out here doing some raking. Want to hang around long enough to let that wood stove completely go out and stuff, and got most of the stuff inside taken care of. Those holes drilled. I just got to get a 1-inch dowel sometime so I can fill those peg holes up. Just raking around the stairway now, and then I'm gonna start raking along the other side of the camp. And yeah, remembering how fun it is to rake. Shoulders already. Oh well. Let me show you what I got so far. Alright, there's what I got so far. Just raking that up, leveling it up around the stairs and making this a little bit more gradual a decline there. I'm gonna go over here now and start raking over here, this area here, and see where I get from there. See how it goes. Oh, hey guys. Been raking for a little while now. I'm starting to get blisters in my hands, and my shoulders are killing me, and my wrists are killing me. My neck is killing me. But it's starting to look alright. Got some piles. Let me show you what I'm done so far. It's not a lot, but it's a mess. Okay. Starting all through here, all through here. I got some rock started there. There's a brush pile there, and leaf and dirt pile here. Did in the back a little bit. Just trying to level it up and get the rocks, the loose rocks out, and the ferns and all these things that the moose been chewing on. They just chew the leaves right off it, and then the stems and everything. See the tracks coming right to these plants. They haven't eaten all of them, but been getting to some of them. Oh, I'm getting dead tired here. I ain't gonna do a whole lot more. Thought I'd be able to do this side to the end of the camp there, but probably not. I'm getting wore out. It's not looking good though. I'll give you some more footage later. Alright, I am done for the day. I am tired. Raking all that stuff, the rocks and sticks and stumps and roots and everything. About halfway down the end of the camp, but it's clearing, looking good with what I've got. So let me show you what I got. Alright. You can see right to where I pulled all the ferns and stuff out, so there's piles of them. So I raked all this fairly level, and even some of my piles I gotta clean up sometime. I got a small pile of rocks here and a larger pile of rocks in the back corner. On top of all the rocks that are over there, and there's tons more coming, as you can see, all through here. Been throwing a lot inside here too. You can see there's a small pile there. If anybody needs rocks, come on over. Yep. So I am done for the day. I think I'm gonna just make some lunch and sit on the deck with Sammy and take a break for a while. Well, if you don't know me by now, I keep telling you I'm gonna do one thing and then I don't do it. So, instead of going in and have lunch, it was still like 20 minutes of lunchtime, so I decided to wheel out down the road here a little ways with Sammy onto my property. This is a spot where my brother may put a camp sometime or something. I'm just trying to clean up all the debris that's all over the area right now, and just the dead wood that's on the, and I was cleaning up all the rocks and stuff down the road too, on the side of the road, trying to get those out. Just one less thing to worry about when you're driving your vehicle down there. Plus, I just want to get Sammy some exercise. He likes running around. I'm not too fast in this wheelchair. I'm in the wheelchair if you can't tell. I don't know if you can tell or not. But yeah, wheeling around. Gonna clean up a little bit more debris, then we'll turn back and roll on back to the camp and get some lunch. Show you what I got out here. Yeah, there's the end of it. You can see all the dead sticks and trees and branches and roots and stuff. I've gotten clean most of this area so far. I haven't gone over there yet, but just trying to clean it up a little bit. They do plow this sometimes in the wintertime a little bit. They must need a let off for some snow or something or whatever. I don't care. They can do it. My neighbors let them do what they want to, whatever they need to do while they're plowing this road. Camp's back down that way. So I was gonna pick up a few more things here, all these dead sticks and roots and stuff. Sammy's over there being nosy. There's a camp down the road there on the other side. I've seen moose tracks in the road, and I think there's some deer tracks in here too, older ones. They're out and about. Big moose track over there. I'm gonna keep working doing this for a little bit longer. It's 12 now, so I won't do it too much longer. Well, half an hour later, I got that pretty well cleaned up. There's some big stuff way in the back, right at the very end, that just all splintered log and it penetrated into the ground. I'm gonna leave that. That for a bigger machine than the human body, but it looks a lot better. Still want all kinds of debris in there, hoping it'll grow something. I wanted to put some winter rye or something in here, but it didn't happen this year. Hopefully next year we'll see what happens, unless my brother's gonna do it. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Heading back that way, back to camp. Well, before I get going, I just wanted to show you a tree stand and the area it was watching. This trail going through here, trail going through there. They were going up through that way. The tree that went down is probably gonna obstruct them, so I should probably take care of that sometime when I get out here. But here's the tree stand. We have 3 rungs. We only put 2 rungs up. So plenty high enough. Plus, I don't want to be too high with my wrists. So, nice lower level down here, all shade and thick as old get out. I'm gonna try and get up that thing so I can give you a view from where it is. I haven't been up it yet either, so it'll be cool. Ooh, made it up the tree stand. This ain't doing too bad after all that work. I'm surprised. Raking it, so it aggravates it. It's not a bad little spot here. Kind of wish I could see more over this side, but I could do some trimming, but we'll see. I can see further down that way than I thought I'd gonna be able to. Definitely would like to take care of 2 trees that are crossing the trail. I think that might help. It's definitely a trail. You can see it plain as day going through there. Let me show you what I got. Sammy's being patient, waiting for Daddy. Okay, here we go. Well, there's actually a trail that comes out, crosses right through here. Goes up in there. There was another trail that goes up into there. There's a bunch of scat right by this big hemlock here. Huge scat, must have been a buck bed in there. There was some doe beds in here. You can see the trail going straight up through there and that way. That tree's in the way. I have to cut that out of the way, and there's another little one right here. I can step over that one easy enough, but I'd like to get that one out of the way. And I wish I could see over there. There's more range over there too, but it was too much stuff. I wanted to put the tree stand up over there. I thought I would put it over there, but there's way too many branches up top. We'd have to cut, and it'd be a pain. You had to bring a ladder in there to cut them down probably, and then put the stand in, but this'll do good. Be nice just to be able to sit out in the woods, and I just love sitting in the stands. Just not the safest thing for me to be doing, but you gotta live, right? Gotta enjoy what you're doing, and this is what I enjoy doing. It is a wicked thick back here. That's the bottom. Pretty cool. We shall see. And this going this way would be heading towards the food plot. And sometimes up in there's the hill that I talked about. I like to put a trapper's cabin. It's right up over there, past that stuff. And the deer come through this bottom part of this. Come through here and go that way. Skirt the woods and up to the food plot. Sammy's being patient. Get out here in a few more minutes. Just want to relax for a few minutes and try to observe, see what's going on out here. Well, we're just leaving camp now, heading home. It was a good, productive couple of days there. Thank you. My sister and her brother, boyfriend Greg, come over and helped me get that hearth 6x6 all around the hearth. That was awesome. That was one more thing that was going to be really hard for me to do that got done, and then we got the tree stand up. That was a bonus for that too. And I built the wood rack in there, and we got that all filled right up. Ran the wood stove for 2 nights to season in that chimney and everything. Everything's good. Not really leaking anywhere or anything like that. It burned well. Wood stove holds a lot of wood, I can tell you that. Yep. So appreciate y'all watching. Sam and I are on our way home now, and deer season's almost here. I just got to do a little bit more scouting, and I got all my guns sighted in and ready to go, all cleaned up and ready to go. I mean, I'm ready. Just waiting for the day. We'll talk to you later.